Hello everybody, my name is Luke Marr and this is Hot Mode, and today on Hot Mode we are coming to you with a reaction to Paloma Elsesser's 7 Days, 7 Looks, 7 Looks, 7 Days by Vogue. Now listen, I do really enjoy doing these videos. Paloma Elsesser, if you do not know, is a model who has walked for the likes of Alexander McQueen, Eckhaus Latta, Fendi, and she's sort of one of those models who's a model, but also at the same time is very much so like a woman of influence. She sort of shifts the way that people dress and move and think and groove and all of those sorts of things. And to me, it's like a very genuine influence. It's not like a, oh, you are this person with this name, etc., etc. No, like Paloma just genuinely has really good taste, really good style, really good sort of instincts when it comes to fashion. And so I'm a Paloma Elsesser stan, and I've been a Paloma Elsesser stan since like she was walking Eckhaus Latta in like 2016, 2017 sort of vibe. So like I'm not saying that I discovered Paloma because I didn't, but like early stan right here. Without further ado, we're going to be reacting to this video, this movement, this groovement. But before we actually do that, I want to say a huge shout out to today's sponsor, who is BetterHelp. Is there something interfering with your happiness or is preventing you from achieving your goals? I recently have been going through a very deep bout of feeling very numb and isolated from my friends and my loved ones, and I wasn't even really able to start unpacking it until I started talking to my online therapist about it. BetterHelp will assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. You can even start communicating with them within 48 hours. Now, it's not a crisis line and it's not self-help. It is professional counseling done securely online. There is a broad range of expertise in BetterHelp's 15,000 plus counselor network, which may not be locally available in many areas. And I realized that with traveling and all these different issues and fashion weeks and all of this stuff, it's so much easier to have an online therapist. The service is available for clients worldwide, and you can log into your account anytime and send a message to your counselor. You'll get timely and thoughtful responses, plus you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions so you won't ever have to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room as with traditional therapy. And let me tell you, it's much easier to be on time to your online therapy appointment than it is an in-person one. BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches, so they make it easy and free to change counselors if needed. It's more affordable than traditional offline counseling, and financial aid is available. BetterHelp wants you to start having a happier life today. Visit betterhelp.com/hotlamode, that's better, H-E-L-P, and join over 1 million people taking charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced professional. Now, there is a special offer for Hot Mode viewers, and you get 10% off your first month at betterhelp, HELP.com/hotlamode. Check the link in that description box below. Honestly, I have to say, therapy has helped me in so many different ways. I really, truly appreciate it. It makes me feel so much better. It lightens my load, and being able to do it all digitally is super amazing. So thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. And again, check the link in the description box below. So without further ado, let's get into this reaction. Let the games begin.
Hello everybody, I'm Paloma Elsesser.
Wait, her voice is so good. It's like nice and like gravelly. I love it. I'm obsessed.
This is my 7 days, 7 looks of my wacky little wardrobe.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepped. Okay, first look.
This is my going to set look.
I feel like this is a good solid theme because I am very confused by it, but also I feel like going to set means like model work because she is a model. Maybe this is about easy access, easy wear, not being too underdressed, but also not being too overdressed. So let's see.
I have Chanel flats on the foot, which...
That's a choice. I mean, this is like go-to Chanel sort of moment. It's the two-tone Coco Chanel. I think 50s sort of brought around the idea of the two-tone shoe. Normally it's a black sort of little toe and then it's sort of like a beige flat moment, or it's a sort of beige body color on the shoe. I don't know, is that what you call a part of a shoe? I should know that, but I would call it the body of the shoe. But it seems like this is a mint green sort of style. I'm sure it's like a Karl Lagerfeld moment, something he, I don't know, like brought out at a certain time. Maybe it's Virginie, I don't know. But the Chanel sort of two-tone shoe is very much so a classic of the brand post World War II.
I secretly, or not so secretly, have amassed a very psychotic collection of them. I only like the very weird colors.
Okay, listen, she's into the limited edition. The ballet flat will never truly quench my thirst for fashion and chicness. That's just me. Maybe some people love it and I'm so happy for you. I'm not really that happy for you, but I'm gonna act like I'm happy for you because that's what nice people, kind people do. But yeah, the ballet flat has never sold me on itself. There's like maybe one ballet flat that I've ever seen, and I don't even know if you could consider it a ballet flat, and it's the Row. The Row does shoes where they're like sheer shoes. They're like sheer they're not even really ballet flats though, but they're sheer flat shoes. I know quite a few chic people that own them, and they're very cool. Are they a ballet flat? The jury is still out. That's
I have
my
just a classic Carhart carpenter pant in a raw denim.
Okay, like a Carhart with a raw denim taste.
Yeah, I've also been wearing Carharts and Dickies and workwear pants for the majority of my life. I felt like I could never really find pants that fit me and were very like representative of my style. So I would just buy men's pants, nip the waist, keep it moving.
I respect that. I'm into that. I like that. I will say I'm not obsessed with the cuffing on the bottom. I just feel like maybe a hem would have made a little bit more sense, but I like stiff, sharp, thick, very unmalleable denim. I do, like, I dream about them sometimes. And honestly, I love that Paloma also loves them. You know what I mean? Like taste is seen, recognized.
My artillery of tricks. I love a big, gorgeous.
Okay, so this is a Loewe bag. I believe this is called the Flamenco XL. I'm sure that it's a Jonathan Anderson for Loewe sort of feature, but it's essentially one of those big old bag. You throw everything in it, the kitchen sink, again, your grandma. I feel like I say grandmas and kitchen sinks all the time when talking about big bags. This is like the least flexy thing, I promise, I swear, but I recently bought a really big puzzle bag and it just fits everything like notebook. So when I write show reviews, I keep laptops, I keep my grandmother, I keep everything in here and it works and it's great. Like, look, I have gum. So like, let me munch and crunch on a piece while we're here. It never hurts. Like, even if I only have a Tic Tac, a singular Tic Tac, not even a package, allows for so many different things to come up and you're prepared for all of them, unless you're going to the club, in which case, don't bring a big bag. I've learned that the hard way.
Luxury bag filled with Spanx, a nude skin color, brown colored bra and underwear. See how we got some more Spanx, some more Spanx, some more.
I am intrigued though by the amount of Spanx, bras, all that sort of stuff. I think when models go to different sets or whatever, you bring like a model kit. Now I know way back in the day in like the 1960s, 1950s, models used to like do their own makeup. They used to bring all of their own makeup. They used to like do all of this sort of stuff themselves. But I think now it's much more about sort of having an emergency package in case a stylist might not have a undergarment in your size or a pair of underwear or anything like that. So that's why Paloma is pulling out all of these different sort of shapewear styles, which is very smart, and she's a professional, so she knows what she's doing.
Sometimes I need to pop out, go to a meeting, so then I can throw
a little kitten heel, never hurt anybody.
A little star, very cute. And a wallet, you know the vibes. My best friend, Alexia, has a brand called Miaou.
Miaou, I thought was spelled like a cat's meow. It is not. I believe it's spelled M-I-A-O-U, so it's the French cat. It's a chat, as the French would say.
Here, growing up,
it's okay. I don't mind it. I like the orange on her. I like the sort of blues. I think that's nice.
Tomboy as well. So I remember when I first started making a little bit of money and I could buy myself something like a Chanel shoe, I found that I had reached like the Mecca one of adulthood and femininity.
I'll be honest, don't really love Monday, but it's more of like a working look, so I will give it a pass. You know what I mean? Okay.
So
I'm into this
look is for, I guess, a little night of romance.
Ooh, listen, I like that moment.
Ugo Paulon on my feet.
I did a quick googly on Ugo Paulon. Now, Ugo Paulon, I believe, makes these shoes out of recycled material. So these, I think, are like upcycled fabric scraps, etc., etc. And also the way that they look really thick, these straps, I'm sure that they're stuffed with some sort of fabric waste or textile or whatever, where that's sort of what gives them these like puffy, big, thick, almost a puffer coat sort of feeling. I think they're really cool. I think they're really intriguing. I think it's a really fun way to sort of take on the strappy shoe, heel, sandal. You know what I mean? I think a lot of the times we see those really like small, tiny little strappy sandals that have little tiny tiny strings. I think this is a really cool way to go about it. And also it gives you a lot more ability to sort of play on motifs and colors and things like that because there's more surface area. So I'm an Ugo stan as well.
A Caroline Vito skirt.
Okay, Caroline Vito, couldn't find, don't know who she is, but listen, the skirt, see the little gold moment and the cutout? That's kind of giving me a take on like a Tom Ford from the early 2000s at Gucci. But I also believe that when Tom Ford was doing that at Gucci, it was really a reference to Halston. So that is my thought process. And I think that's sort of the original thing. So everybody's referencing a Halston moment.
AKA Talfizi to me.
Cute though.
On the top.
Oh, and then there's a Telfar top. I have a similar top. It's the Asymmetrical Tank. And so, listen, I know the asymmetry, but like, I do love that tank. It's very cute. I think it looks really great there. And then I believe these bags are Amina Maudi.
Deciding between this Amina Maudi bag. I think I would
Maudi.
go with this one.
I like
being
it.
flirty. And then some mud pearl on the ear. I feel like I'm giving sexy, but a little freaky and not the horny way, just like strange.
Okay.
And I like that. I feel like that's a nice way to present yourself. I'm all about balance in an outfit. Obviously, I'm giving nouveau sexy with this, but I oftentimes will do this kind of like messed up knot tie for two reasons. The first reason is I like to accentuate the waist a little bit, give a little sliver of skin separation between the garments.
Okay, Paloma is a stylist. That's the career pivot I can't wait to see.
But also because it gives a little texture to the outfit. I feel like this looks very like pulled together. And then I like in the back that it's a little bit messy. It shows, you know, that I'm nuanced.
Obsessed, the way that she talks about why she's doing what she's doing. This is what I ask for. She said she's nuanced. She said she likes to give texture. She likes to give a little bit of separation between the garments. Like, I am into it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm into it. I'm sold on it. I love it. Very hot and sexy and cool and freaky deaky.
I think it makes me feel very honest to where I'm at in my life, I think historically.
And the shoes are so good, they
As a
pop.
younger person, it's being, you know, chunky or whatever, I wouldn't have ordinarily worn this. I would have not have chosen something like this. But now, I think after I turned about 25, I started leaning into the more femme divinity within me, you know, and I think that this really imbues that. It's cool to show a little skin in a way that feels personally a little bit more authentic to me, which is like, it's not just breasts, which is also fab, or it's not just butt, but I feel like this part of my body, I want to accentuate, and it's a new way to do it, and I feel like it shows that I think critically about how I show my body.
Wait, she is hitting all of my buzzwords. She's using nuanced, thinking critically. I love a critical thinking skill. I always say to people when they ask me a question, are we using our critical thinking skills? And everybody hates me for it in my personal life. But it's true, critical thinking, always important.
I think that's cool. Sue me.
I love it. This is a good look. This is a great look. I'm obsessed. So hot, so wonderful, so gorgeous. Okay, this is weird, but I'm willing to listen.
Going to the bodega look, you know,
Going to the
easy
bodega.
breezy.
This seems like it would turn heads at the bodega, but like, hey, listen, never hurts
Beautiful.
to turn heads in your local
Cozy
community.
girl. I have some Clarks on the feet. I
I
have
never
some
really understood the
vintage
Clarks.
Military, like over.
Okay, vintage simple
They
pants.
have no real pockets, but
No
they're
pockets.
my favorite pants.
Okay.
A Marni sweater.
Love.
Classic.
That is giving me very sort of Francesco Rizzo vibes, you know, the quilted patchwork, the utilization of like upcycled, the sort of kooky colors of Marni. It's very easily understandable as a Marni moment.
Like old Celine bag. Shout out Phoebe.
Oh my God, love. Paloma literally is like, I'm going to be on the Phoebe Philo new brand model casting list, no problem. Don't worry, she's prepared, she's ready.
Obviously, I have to put my jewelry on just to go to the bodega, which
Okay,
are
Bia.
Schiaparelli. I've been wearing Clarks for most of my life. I think it's funny because they used to be like church shoes kind of for people, but my dad grew up in the UK, surrounded by a lot of Jamaican influence, so that's kind of where it started. So this is just a staple in my household. My brother wears them, my dad wears them. They're a classic. I mean, obviously I wouldn't only go to the bodega in this, but I felt that when I moved to New York, I could really be myself in the shapes that I was wearing, that it didn't have to be like overtly sexy or overtly characterized as anything. I could try to just be. And I feel that that was predominantly appreciated here. I didn't experience that in LA.
I will say, like, being from New York and also then just sort of like living in New York, when people say it's very rare that somebody like looks at you as you're walking down the street, et cetera, it is pretty true. Like, I've worn some truly wacko shit that makes genuinely no sense, and only in New York did I feel comfortable there. I feel like when I go anywhere else, I sort of usually try to like tone it down a little bit just because safety reasons. I don't know. My anxiety gets me better help. Is helping. But it's a thing of something about New York, people genuinely don't really care, and if they do care, you say like, go suck my and then you move on with your life. That's sort of the vibe. I 100% agree with Paloma.
So this is my bodega look, but I guess also just my regular New York.
We love a regular New York moment. Overall, I personally don't love it, but also this feels like I am hungover and I am going to get something at the bodega that is really bad for me and full of carbs and will somewhat make me feel better. And so in that regard, can't say that I haven't worn some weird shit out and about and when I'm hungover. So like, I get it, don't love it, but I get it. Okay, Thursday. Well, it's actually Friday, but Thursday is pretty good too.
This is my dinner with the girls.
Love a dinner with the girls moment. Never hurts to have dinner with the goyles.
Kind of chill.
Okay.
I have a Church's loafer.
Church's, if you guys do not know, is a very well-established British shoe brand. It's leather. It's Church's, and I believe like the man that started Church's was like based from somewhere in the UK. And you know who actually owns it now? Prada. Prada has Prada and then Miu Miu and also Church's. I kind of like the fact that it's a Church's moment. I feel like we don't really hear about Church's all that much and we probably should more often, so I'm into it.
Beaten to filth.
Which is good.
I have a vintage.
Wear them till they're like beaten and destroyed and chic and cool, and if they're good quality, they will last you so long, even if they're f***ed up.
Vintage Dolce cargo pant.
Dolce's not great. Vintage Dolce, I guess, is a different conversation because of the fact that you're not giving money to Dolce, and also, is this a sort of style that was like around before they were making all the problematic comments? It's a real sort of conversation that has to be had within the fashion industry of like, what are we actually doing? Are we gonna have Dolce back? Maybe Paloma knows that, maybe she doesn't, maybe she's found sort of pants that fit for her and she bought them a long time ago. I don't know. I do know that there are a lot of vintage sellers that do sell a lot of Dolce and Gabbana. It's an intriguing thing. I wouldn't like light somebody up for it per se, but personally, like if I went into a vintage store and they had Dolce, I'd be like, okay, skip.
A vintage Dolce tank.
Oh, okay, well it is like a cute top. I will say that. I like the little crop top moment with the lace. I feel like that's really fun. But again, Dolce, I'd skip.
Marni, shout out the goat. A Bea Bangiasca ring. I'm actually gonna put on some earrings. I feel like I need the whole moment, you know. I feel a little naked on the ear. So then I also have, let me give her moment. A Fendi.
She's cute, little Fendi baby with a little, I don't know, maybe like a pony hair moment.
Fendi croissant, not to be confused with a baguette.
Okay.
It's smaller. And
I didn't even know that that was a thing. Thank God for Silvia Venturini Fendi.
I am obsessed with this look. Honestly, out of all of the 7 days, this is the most Paloma what you're gonna get.
Okay.
So majority of this outfit are vintage pieces. I have always loved sourcing and looking for and digging for vintage.
Okay.
When I was younger, I used to go to Goodwill's and Red, White, and Blues and whatever. And definitely.
What's a Red, White, and Blues? Is that like an Instagram boutique like Plato's Closet? I need to know.
As a curvier girl, you don't always have access to all the things, especially the old archive pieces.
I think that is a very intriguing conversation, and it's one that sort of fits into my thing about the Dolce vintage in particular. And I think Dolce in general, Dolce is a brand that for quite some time has acquiesced to the idea of dressing people that are not just a singular size, and oftentimes people do say that the way that those dresses fit that are not just a sort of, you know, standard model size, they fit very well, they're very comfortable, and they know how to cut a dress for somebody that is larger than, again, sort of, you know, your usual 0 to 10 or 0 to 8 or 0 to 6. So again, it's like a very sort of nuanced conversation that I think really deserves a whole lot of time and energy put into it. I can't really do that right now, but I also appreciate the fact that Paloma is discussing the idea of sourcing for vintage clothing and the fact that it is very difficult to find cute stuff that works for plus size people.
But now I feel like I have such a rich investment in finding the things that work and really kind of give to an era that I feel like wish I was a part of. And it's sustainable. And I love the way that there's just different lives it lives, you know? I don't know how many other people have worn this. Some might think it's gross. I think it's rad.
I like that too, I have to say. Overall, I think it's a cute look. I think it works. I think it makes sense. I think it's hot. I think it fits her. Okay, let's move into Friday.
I call this my grown and sexy look.
Okay, grown and
I'm
sexy.
wearing a Tabitha Ringwood shoe.
Okay, Tabitha.
Vito Pant.
Oh, see, I like the little cutout details with the string on the side. I feel like that's fun. I feel like that's cute. I feel like that's the same sort of vibe that we've seen before, and I'm into it.
And then a archival Comme des Garçons top.
Okay, taste.
Piece of art, as I
Okay,
say.
love a Ray
And
moment.
A piece of art from Autolinger.
Ooh, okay, wait. So do you guys know about Autolinger? I feel like you probably do, and if you don't, you should. It's a Parisian brand, and a lot of their work is very sort of deconstructed. These bags look like they're, I don't know, like ceramics, look like they're molded. They look like, I don't know, crunched paper bags. But we can see also that they're like some sort of elastic bands that hold the little handles to the bag. I feel like it's cute. I feel like it's fun. Does it probably fit a lot? No, but like, to each their own.
Autolinger in the form of a bag, and then a Panconesi ring, and then some Panconesi earrings.
Okay, she really is into a jewelry moment.
Incredible. I mean, I will say that trying to put it on is a task.
Okay.
But
good clothing. That's how that works.
Nothing comes without great reward. Knowing my body and knowing how I like to dress, I can spot if something's gonna work. I mean, this was sitting on the walls like an architectural thing, and I was like, that's gonna work. It's gonna wrap around my body just right. Might need to be tailored a little bit.
I like the
but
punky
overall, it was something that I
moments
needed
going on.
to have. Splurging on really important vintage pieces should feel like I need to have that. I need to like live a life with that. Like I may not be that woman now, but I hope to be her.
Okay.
And so that's why she's in my grown and sexy look. I won't wear her every day, but when I want to give the Paloma, yes, that I am now, but the Paloma that I want to be and continue to be.
Oh, I like that. Manifestation through clothing.
And that's the way that I like to shop.
I'm into that. Okay, Saturday, a little
So
checkerboard
this is my
moment.
vacation look.
Okay, like a vacay.
I'm wearing Bottega sandals.
Look at the way that they sort of curl, they snake up. That's a very Daniel Lee, Bottega, Veneta sort of moment. I'm into that. I think it's cool, I think it's fun, I think it's sexy.
A Theophilio mesh dress.
Okay, Theophilio, if you do not know, is a sort of up-and-coming brand. They just showed their spring 2022 collection. It's sheer. This little dress has sort of a very fun, sunsetty color sort of vibe. I'm not opposed. I like a sheer moment. People I feel that wear Theophilio to the beach as a cover-up are just on like a different plane of space, time, and reality. You know what I mean? Like it's just, you're different. You're just built different.
Iconic CVFF participant.
CFDA Vogue Fashion Fund.
With me and Doe Swim.
Okay, like a collab. I'm telling you, every single one of these videos, the girls have a moment where they say, plug my product. You know who honestly might be coming on one of these? This is my prediction. Serena Williams. I was listening to her interview with Emma Chamberlain at the Met Gala, and honestly, I feel like the fact that she was plugging her own jewelry might be an indication that we might get a Serena Williams outfits of the week sort of moment from Vogue.
A Autolinger bag.
Oh, love that bag. Very cute. I like the pink. I like the ceramic-y feel of it. I like the strings. Very cute.
And some Bottega glasses.
Okay.
Oh, and hoops from Canal Street, Chinatown. It's actually cool.
I'm actually not wearing it because I took it off. I always wear a silver necklace. Maybe I bought it for like $80 from Canal Street. There's really good jewelry stores. There are multiple really good jewelry stores that are like small businesses owned by like, you know, families. They're family run. The people in the know go to Canal Street to get your jewelry.
With Dose, which are like my two friends, Shay and Paula, who are also best friends. We kind of went into the process thinking about what's missing. For me, as a size 12, 14 person, what do I want in a bathing suit? Where it's like, I want cheekiness, but I want a little bit of coverage here, but not too much coverage. I'm down to give a belly button, you know, more support here, but like a cutout here. And it felt very cool to do that with my friends.
I like that.
It's my first collaboration, so I'm very proud of it. So
it's bringing something new to the market. I can't complain about that.
Feel is like rich and soulful. I think I
Okay,
like wearing
love the
oranges
adjective
and
moment.
reds and warm colors to kind of like go with my skin tone, the energy of where I'm at. I just like it to feel together so that I can go out into the world and feel really like strong and like I'm not worried because I feel like myself.
Okay.
All right, let's.
It's interesting, it's intriguing. I like the color story going on. I like the use of sheer and layering at the beach. Love the bag, love the shoes. Maybe the shoes don't really go all that much, but I didn't actually get to see the bathing suit, just the bathing suit, so maybe that's what the sandals, the brown of the sandals is playing into, but overall, like, I'm not opposed.
Let's get into another look.
All right, this is the last one. Okay.
So, this is what I call my event look.
Okay, event. This is an event.
I'd wear this to a fashion event, fashion dinner, a gallery opening, a moment where I'm just like, I want to show up and step out in a professional and cute way.
I'm sold.
So, I'm wearing Coperni shoes.
Okay, we've talked about Coperni before. It's two young French men. I talked to them about the rain. Beautiful leather work, stunning, gorgeous, amazing, lovely, chubbly bubbly.
A Timo Sasson.
Okay, Timo Sasson I have not heard of, but I'm mad at myself for having not heard of them. These black leather pants that have different, I can't tell if it's like faux or real, animals, reptilian skin leather in sort of this like chartreuse and like light blue that go throughout. I kind of love it. It's very strange and it's very weird, but at the same time, like, not opposed at all. Very intrigued, very much so. Would like to understand her.
Custom look, a starred bag.
Oh my god, Paloma Elsesser just said my name. Wow, that's so crazy. Oh my god, Paloma, we're on it. We know.
And then Beabong.
That top, square neckline, bustier with the sort of cutout and then like the fall down on the hip. Like, that's hot. It's piped in the icy blue, which plays into the pant. Like, that's hot. Also, this bag is like playing into the leather, the chartreuse. Color story. Paloma knows how to tell a color story.
Out of fleece and clearly leathers.
I'm obsessed.
I'm
with little buttons on the end.
Supporting emerging designers and feeling like it's a collaboration. So I feel like he obviously understood the assignment with this, and yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel amazing in this outfit specifically because it honors shapes and proportions that I stick to throughout all of the ways I get dressed. I think for the majority of my whole life, I've worn a cute, body-hugging top and a baggy pant. You'll always find me in that. I probably will never give that up. So it's nice to play with it in different fabrics. Like, this is felt, this is leather, the different textured leather, but you know, the shape is still giving classic P.
Love. Okay, classic P. I'm into it. I love this. Sold on this. 'Tis the moment.
So that's everything.
Paloma, that's it.
Thank you for watching.
Thanks, friend. Appreciated that. Okay, so let's talk about the best and the worst looks. I'm gonna have to give the worst one to Monday. I get it, going to set, I understand, but I feel like it just was the least combobulated of all of the looks. And I understand, again, like the context of it, I got it, but just didn't seem cohesive. Will say, I think my favorite has to go to Tuesday. Those Ugo heels, really cute. I love the cutout. I love the idea of texture. I love the idea of like genuine styling. But the Saturday and the Sunday, both also are very close runners up. The Theophilio with, you know, the little moment of a gorgeous, stunning, sexy, amazing Timo Sasson. Like, yes, I'm into it. I'm sold on it. I'm obsessed with it. But the funky, weird, like scary, sexy thing, that I was sold on, that I said, I understand. So before we finish off this video, I just want to say another huge shout out to today's sponsor, who is BetterHelp. So again, check the link in the description box below. I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what your favorite looks or least favorite looks were down in the comments below. And with that, TTYL.